Hey, what's good? Hope everybody's having a good day. Welcome back to the channel. Chris back with another video for you guys. 2016 Chevy Trax LTZ. We're getting ready to change the front brake pads. Not quite sure what size. First one on the tracks, but most brakes are pretty similar. But 19 millimeter remove your lugs. So let's go ahead and do so. All right, get these lugs off. Go up level 3. Alright, so after we get our tail off, give it a smack like that or two. Just roll her out the way. Alright, now you want to cock your wheel facing the left side of the vehicle. That way it's easier for you to get to the brake pads. And since it's my first time on this vehicle, let's see what we're working with. Oh my god, guys, look at what they're doing. They're making these bolts smaller and smaller and smaller. This is feels like a 10 millimeter. And that's not good. You need more of a heavy dutier bolt, just in case these strip out or something. At least you got a better bolt. So let's verify that it is and proceed from there. We're gonna get a 10 short and a 10 long, but I believe that's a 10. And it is, it's a 10 millimeter, guys. Well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get started with the job. All right, you might need some PV blaster, you might need some WD-40, may or may not, but let me get a magnet tray. Already have one. All right, so let's start the procedure. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. All right, let's go. Going up, and I recommend definitely use a 6-point socket. Okay, everybody doesn't wrench move. So make sure your switch, sometimes you'll hit it, and make sure you're going the right way so it doesn't hurt to check your ratchet. Okay. All right, so now that we got those broken free, let's get some more light in here. Here we go. Let's go ahead and rotate these out. This one's still a little tight. And let's get them out. All right, 10 millimeters, man. It's usually, the bolts are usually like a 13 to a 17, depending on the vehicle, but 10 millimeters is kind of small. All right, so now we're gonna take our screwdriver and we're gonna compress our caliper back. Take one like such, and let's see where we can, if we can. See if we can get it from here. And if we can't, okay, this is more of a closed end caliper. You can't really pry it from anywhere to compress it. Unless they got some type of new special tool or something, but we're just gonna slide it in and work it out. All right, so after you flip your caliper off, always check your guide pins to make sure they move in and out. Sometimes they'll freeze up and it'll be hard for them to come out because of dirt and debris and stuff that gets in there. All right, so let's pop this pad off. I hope they came with new clips. And let's pop this side off. And let's see, we're just about at the end of the road there. Okay, so inside usually have the brake screamer. Sometimes it'll reside at the bottom, sometimes at the top. All right, so we got those out the way. This is the parts number for the new ones. I hope it's the correct ones, so I'm just gonna show it for now. Okay, GNAD 1467, Gold Premium. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up and match them up. Yay, we got new clips. All right, so pull your pad out, and they're correct. And you want to look at them, okay? We got the width, everything, and these are starting to glaze. So, yep, definitely good. I'm glad to change them. But, yep, they're the same, so let's go ahead and proceed. All right. Keep those out the way. All right, so now you can either use a C-clamp or a brake kit to push this back. Everybody doesn't have a brake kit, so let's just do the C-clamp method. All right, and this is for those who don't have certain things, so let's get it in. All right, so you're gonna go at the top of your bolt up here, Make sure it's flush if you're gonna use a C-clamp. Otherwise, I recommend you use a brake pad kit. All right, set this here like that. And let's line this up. And let's hit this button. This is a quick release C-clamp. It's easier to release it than to get it there, but we want it set and center. Hopefully this is on camera. Let me double check. Give it some wiggles, nice and flush. All right. Now we're set. Make sure we're good on the cam. All right, and we are. So let's go ahead and start compressing our caliper back. Sometimes it'll do that, so let's just rest it on this side since we're twisting to the right. And just take your time. You might slip off your bolt, so you just want to kind of support your C-clamp, and you want to work it back. Some calipers go all the way flush, and some of them don't, so just go back until it stops. And this will apply same thing to the passenger side. So while you're pushing it back, you can kind of just let it settle a little bit. The fluid's going back into the reservoir, and it looks like we're there. So it stopped. We're good. So let's back this on off. All right. And this one didn't go back flush, but we're about to check everything. You might want to get you a nylon brush, go around in here, get some of that out. Let's get some of that dirt out. This one's steel, but I'm just barely touching it. Don't want to damage anything as far as the rubber. All right, so got that all nice and clean. Let's go ahead and pop our brake clips out and match those up as well. You just take a screwdriver, bang on it a little bit, one up. And that's what I usually take my brush, clean out the debris that's in there. We already checked our guide pins for movement, so we're good there. All right. Worst case scenario, you'll have to reuse your old brake clips. So let's just say they were the wrong ones. You don't have to change these, but it's always good to change them. All right, so let's match these guys up. And some of them are universal, some of them aren't. This is a universal set, I do believe. Pop this one in. All right. And if it doesn't feel like it seated well, take your screwdriver and just kind of pry in on the inside. Okay. And let's get us a little better lighting. There we go. That way you guys can see a little better. All right, so now that our caliper's back, you want to check your rotor, make sure it's not scraping up against your clips. And you want to split the distance, okay, to make sure you're good. Same thing with this one. Let's pop this one off. All right. And it's always good to match up everything. But these look like they're going to be the same for both sides. And yep, slap this one in as well. And this is where it comes in with the screwdriver. Helps out a lot better. All right, so no scraping, because sometimes your rotor will scrape up against your clips and you don't want that. All right, now that we got those in, let's take a little bit of brake grease. We already got a caliper and everything back like that, and just, oops, tore my glove. Oh well. Just want to put a little bit on there, not a whole lot. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something I just seen on these specific clips, probably on the old ones as well. But let me see. Yep, it's on the old ones as well. So for those who don't know, and you might be new to doing this. All right, so some brake pads, they just have, excuse me, brake clips, they just have this straight flush. It's just smooth. This one has like a locking lip on it, so when you put your pads in, it won't back out. All right, and all of them aren't like that. All right, so we got the old pad, old clips are out, and we got those lubricated. Make sure you have no debris, no pieces of gloves or anything, and you're gonna sit it in on the edge, just like so. You can get it in, and just kind of rock it. And you might have to look a little bit, and sometimes you don't, okay? Sometimes this is the harder side to get in. All right, so we got that. This is our streamer for the other side. And let's open this one up. Looks great, same thing. We're gonna sit it in here just like this. We'll lean it back, and should be able to push it over. Almost had it. Now, worst case scenario, you can go down, up, down, whichever one helps you better. And let's see, let's get him in. And that's where that little notch is, so let's adjust it a little bit. Screwdriver down. Make sure we're good. Screwdriver up just to make sure. I don't want to keep playing with this thing. Alright, so I'm going to go right on the edge. And you might have to tilt a little bit. So I got a little spot right here. Doesn't want to go a little bit. Take my screwdriver, tap it over. Just like that. Alright, now we got those in there nice and flush. We're going to take our brake grease again. And we're going to put a little bit on the outside of the pad. And what I mean by a little bit is just enough to glaze the coat on there. Just to glaze it. You don't want it real thick, but just enough to keep it from squeaking. Okay. And it should be enough. A little bit more. There we go. Nice and smooth. And wipe this off. Alright, now this should flip back. Make sure you put it back the right way. And it should go straight on, like such. Push in your guide pin. Same thing with the bottom one. Still can't believe they put 10 millimeters on these guys, which is crazy. Let's go in. So be careful when you're tightening it back, because you will snap these off. And that's possibly on any size bolt, caliber, or any type of screw. So just be careful, don't over tighten. Alright, so we're about done with the job. Get our ratchet righty-tighty. Make sure you want to tighten as much as you can by hand. And I usually will block the camera sitting in my chair, so I figured I'd get on the ground and keep my big head out of the shot. Alright, so this is tight. And you just want to give it some smacks. Righty-tighty. Make sure we're going down. Alright, sometimes this bolt right here, it'll spin on you like that. And all you do, get you a screwdriver like this, hold it in there, or you can get the actual size, but you just want to support it just to get it tight. There we go, we're tight. See if this one's okay. That one's spinning too. Sometimes they're okay to where you can hold it, and if it feels like it's moving, then stick something in there. Alright, so now we got that. I'm not too sure about how tight this is, but rule of thumb, smack it till the ratchet starts to bounce back like that. Okay, same thing with this one. Bring it up. See how the ratchet bounces. So that's tight enough. So this is how you change the front brake pads. And repeat this. Pump up your brakes after you're done, because you can push your pistons out and you won't have any if you hit the road. So, excuse me. 2016 Chevy Trax LTZ. How to change the front brake pads. Always remember, rust is the enemy on these things. So hopefully this helps you out. Live life, love it. And until the next video, guys, I'm out.